Imagine a sudden downpour, the rhythmic drumming of rain on asphalt, and then, a tiny, unexpected guardian. It was just another gloomy Tuesday for Sarah, a seasoned paramedic with over 20 years on the streets. The kind of day where the wipers struggled to keep up, and every call felt urgent. She was navigating a busy intersection, ambulance lights flashing, when something utterly unbelievable happened. A scruffy, golden tabby cat, soaking wet, sat squarely in the middle of the road, refusing to move. Sarah, initially, was baffled. A stray? Out here in this weather? She'd seen it all, dog chases, bird incidents, but never a cat deliberately blocking an emergency vehicle. "Come on, kitty," she mumbled, leaning on the horn, but the cat just blinked, its green eyes fixed on her. It wasn't frightened, it seemed determined. A strange feeling gnawed at her, a whisper of intuition amidst the blare of the siren. Reluctantly, she pulled the ambulance to a stop. Her partner, Mark, shot her a questioning look from the passenger seat. "Everything all right, Sarah? We've got a call." Sarah just shook her head, still staring at the resolute feline. This wasn't normal. This wasn't typical stray behavior. The cat seemed to be waiting for her. A small voice in her head, the one she usually ignored in favor of logic and procedure, told her to investigate. Ever wondered if animals truly possess a sixth sense? As Sarah stepped out into the rain, little did she know this tiny creature was about to lead her on a journey far beyond her wildest expectations. The world often whispers its most profound secrets in the quietest moments, if only we're willing to listen. Sarah, umbrella in hand, approached the cat cautiously. It let out a soft meow, then turned and began to walk. Not just away from the road, but deliberately towards the dense, rain-soaked woods that bordered the intersection. Sarah hesitated. Her partner in the ambulance was already giving her a bewildered look. Her job was to get to emergencies, not chase after stray animals. But there was something in the cat's silent insistence, a powerful draw that Sarah couldn't ignore. It looked back, as if urging her on, its tail flicking gently. A fleeting thought crossed her mind. What if? What if this wasn't just a random cat? She pushed aside her skepticism, a gut feeling overriding decades of logic. She followed. The deeper they went into the woods, the more Sarah's heart pounded. The ground was slick with mud, and branches brushed against her jacket. The cat, however, moved with an almost ethereal grace, its golden fur a beacon in the dim light. It would pause, wait for her to catch up, then continue, its eyes fixed on some unseen point. Sarah found herself muttering to herself, "This is insane. This is absolutely insane." Yet she kept going, driven by a growing sense of inexplicable purpose. The rain softened to a drizzle, and a hush fell over the trees, as if nature itself was holding its breath. Every rustle of leaves, every distant bird call seemed to echo the mystery unfolding around her. How many times have you ignored a gut feeling only to regret it later? With the discovery of the unconscious woman, Sarah's initial skepticism melted away, replaced by an urgent need to act, realizing the profound connection that had just unfolded. In moments of crisis, sometimes the most unlikely heroes emerge, weaving threads of hope where none seemed to exist. As the cat finally stopped, Sarah's eyes followed its gaze. There, partially obscured by fallen leaves and brush, lay an older woman, perhaps in her late 60s, unmoving. Sarah's paramedic training instantly kicked in. The strange, almost magical journey was over. The emergency was real. She knelt beside the woman, checking for a pulse, her hands moving with practiced efficiency. The tabby sat a few feet away, its vigil quiet and unwavering, as if confirming its mission was complete. "Unconscious female, possible head injury, deep in the woods, need immediate backup," Sarah barked into her radio, her voice cutting through the quiet hum of the forest. Every second counted. She quickly assessed the woman, noting her shallow breathing and the coldness of her skin. The rain had thankfully lessened, but the cold was still a threat. The woman was showing signs of hypothermia, and the remote location made extraction incredibly difficult. Sarah administered basic first aid, ensuring the woman's airway was clear and keeping her as warm as possible with her own jacket. Soon, the distant sounds of sirens grew louder, and Sarah's team, guided by her precise instructions, navigated their way through the undergrowth. They carefully lifted the woman onto a stretcher, securing her for the challenging journey out. All the while, the golden tabby remained, a silent guardian, until the woman was safely loaded into the ambulance. It then turned, gave Sarah one last, knowing look, and disappeared back into the trees, leaving behind a quiet echo of gratitude. Witnessing a rescue reminds us of the fragility and preciousness of life, doesn't it? As the woman was safely transported, the profound question lingered: how did this seemingly ordinary cat know, and what does it tell us about the hidden connections in our world? Beyond the headlines, every extraordinary event holds deeper lessons, revealing the intricate tapestry of life. The woman Sarah rescued was identified as Mrs. Henderson, a beloved local in her late 60s who had gone for her usual morning walk. She had slipped on the wet leaves and hit her head, losing consciousness. When she recovered in the hospital, she dimly recalled a warm, purring presence near her as she lay there, a faint memory of a golden cat. "It felt like a guardian angel," she whispered to Sarah later. "A little beacon of warmth in the cold." Stories like Mrs. Henderson's, though seemingly rare, hint at a deeper connection between humans and animals. While we often view animals through a purely scientific lens, many cultures and even modern research explore the concept of animal intuition, a profound understanding that goes beyond our typical five senses. Animals are incredibly attuned to subtle shifts in their environment, a change in scent, an unusual sound, or even the faint distress signals that we humans might miss. Perhaps the tabby sensed Mrs. Henderson's vulnerability, or heard a faint cry for help that no human could detect from the road. It acted not out of learned behavior, but out of an innate, compassionate drive. These incredible tales remind us that we are all part of an interconnected web. The animals around us aren't just pets. They are sentient beings with their own unique ways of perceiving the world, sometimes even guiding us to where we need to be. Their quiet wisdom can often be a gentle solution to our most pressing problems, if we simply open our hearts and minds to it. It's a testament to the idea that help can appear in the most unexpected forms, often from the least likely of heroes. Could there be more to our animal companions than meets the eye? This incredible rescue, orchestrated by a humble tabby, serves as a powerful reminder that help can come in the most unexpected forms, often when we least expect it. The true magic isn't just in the extraordinary, but in how it inspires us to find the extraordinary in our everyday lives. Sarah, the paramedic, found herself changed by the experience. She now takes a moment to observe the world around her, a little more attuned to the subtle nudges that life offers. She's learned that sometimes the most critical call isn't dispatched by a radio, but by a quiet, persistent presence. And Mrs. Henderson, now fully recovered, often tells her grandchildren the story of the golden cat, a testament to the quiet heroism of a creature who simply listened to its instincts and responded with profound compassion. This story of the golden tabby isn't just a fascinating anecdote, it's a gentle reminder. A reminder to trust our intuition, to pay attention to the subtle cues that life sends our way, and to appreciate the profound connections that exist all around us, with nature, with our animal companions, and with each other. It's about understanding that sometimes, the greatest help comes from the most unexpected places, wrapped in whiskers and a soft purr. This single, incredible event echoes a powerful message: be open, be observant, and allow for the possibility that the world, and all its creatures, hold more wonders than we often realize. It encourages us to be more empathetic, and more receptive to the simple miracles that unfold in our lives every single day. Let's keep our hearts open to the unexpected kindnesses that surround us every day. If this story touched your heart, consider hitting the subscribe button to join our community. We share stories every week about the hidden magic in everyday life, helping you find moments of joy, connection, and gentle solutions that truly matter. Click on the video now appearing on your screen for another inspiring tale, or explore our playlist for more stories of hope and resilience.